Hello everybody, welcome back to Drop Duchy. I'm still struggling for a Duchy extreme win. Yeah, extreme, not nightmare. Somebody in the comments said I should consider not so aggressively trading away my HP for resources at depots, because there's lots of rounds that I would have won if I had kept my HP intact. So we'll think about that today a bit more, but for now, just wood clear a fortified farm standard stuff. Stick with that there, hold this. Then you can go here. Let's do that one. Get as much wood out of that as we can. I don't think we're on for a Tetris very well over here, though. That's fine. We'll hold that one. Maybe we can get a Tetris off of this left-hand side. We have two long pieces right now. That gets the last of the proposed chop wood available. This is very unideal, though. I guess that in there and then this over ain't too bad. I can't play this piece before filling this gap, unfortunately. But I can get that line. If I could have both of you, I would, but I can't. 2 and 3 wheat for each connected forest piece. We can try and do large forest areas. Right, we need to at least end up at the wood or the wheat, but I think we're going to go building card. I always want to get good river runs going, and I always feel like we never get enough river stuff fast enough for it to go super well. But you know what? Today we will try River Castle. River Castle does nice things for units now. I know I just said that I don't want to trade away too much stuff, but I do want to take lots of wheat so that I can expand my number of buildings taken with me, especially because we've just taken 2 extra buildings. So on this occasion, I will do this. Now, the river castle's no good here, because there's no rivers, but the hunting lodge could be very good. As for upgrades, should I do this before spending a bunch of this wheat? Perhaps. That to range 2 is good. That to range 2 and then range 3. Here's the thing, right? This board has 13 of these. 13 on a hunting lodge is going to do a lot. 13 times 2, that's 26 axes. I think I do still do this. We could not take one of those, they're too expensive. Alright, well, connected forest pieces and a merc camp. That's a really bad start for us. This has actually gone quite well on reflection. This has to go here in some capacity. I guess this, if we're going to keep that away from the other forest pieces. That will go in here very nicely. Well, this mercenary camp will go there pretty well as well. I'd like to get the wood carver down there. That solves that problem. Right, I want that down there, but that's going to cut this whole line off because we increased his range to 3. So we do that near last. So that we can get more stuff out of this guy first. Alright, that's probably our limit. Neither of these are going to fill that gap, so fill that gap with this. There's a good amount of units, I would say. If I make these arrows into swords, and then all of those arrows... Sorry, all of those swords into more swords, we can drive those swords into our axes and into more of our axes, and then finish on the arrows. Right, so far so happy. Move 2 river terrain pieces at the beginning of each round's deck. Or we could go second watchtower, except we haven't upgraded the first watchtower yet, so we'll take canal. We'll try and make this river madness work. Can we get gold for cheap? Not really. Peaceful and hostile and peaceful. Neither of these are rivers. This is all river forest. This is river half and half. But I can't do both of the hostile regions is the big problem here. If I do this, the boss gets 25. If I do that, the boss gets 25. So that's much of a muchness. I might like the gold depot. Except I've got enough gold to upgrade the river castle. So shall we do this peaceful and this one with 70 forest, 30 river? Still don't need this river castle at all. This is the only thing we can upgrade, not worth doing. So we're into a nice peaceful round. The watchtower will convert some units into gold, which is fine. Hunting lodge is good. Wood clearer is fine. Let's see how this goes. Hold that. Well. I can't hold the wood clearer and the hunting lodge and the long piece. So I'm going to hold the wood clearer, play the long piece. And I'm going to play that kind of wide. Let's set that down there. Let's stick this in here. There's probably another long piece coming. Where am I going to put this square piece? It's a great question. Probably up here. There's our other anticipated long piece. This is going to go in that gap. Then stick that there. Wood clearer in here. Now, after we've got 14 units and a bunch of wheat out of that. Then we can even keep that alive on the far side, which is pleasant. I'd say a pretty good friendly round, all things considered. Eliminate 10 or send 12. Send 12, I think. Sorry, eliminate 8. Right, then we go to the hostile region with River. Lots of stuff able to be upgraded right now, but we almost certainly want to do that first. Upgrading the River Castle seems like a must-do, but also the Fortified Farm and the Watchtower also seem like great options. It's just a shame we can't do it all. We are about to go to... I can't see the board now. Can't see the map. We are about to get to a trade of some kind. I don't think it's gold. I think it's wood or wheat. This goes to range 3, gets 3 and 5. This goes to range 3, gets 15. This goes to 2 swords. Minimum flow 15 makes 30 swords. Can I upgrade 2 things? 350 wood for 600 wood. Basically, no. So I'm going to double the effectiveness of this. I can move 3 river terrain tiles to the beginning of the deck. I don't have anything else to spend gold on right now, so I will do that. Merc Camp Barracks gets gold, which is just river earnings, and Ranger Base is connected to forests. So am I expecting 3 of my 5 river tiles immediately? I can just do this and this and this. That's 4, 8, 12 on river already. Have to play the barracks. I will do so. Yeah. If I clear all this wood, I'm not going to get any axes out of it, which would be a damn shame. If this goes here, we send 12. You can just kind of go anywhere. I can either put you on top or down here. I'll put you on top for a specific reason. That got some earnings from the river money. There go the swords. Getting a little awkward. You are going to go in there. There's the hunting lodge I wanted to see. I want to put the wood clearer down here after I've placed the hunting lodge. So I can't have this float here over where the hunting lodge will be, which is annoying. Also, this ranger base has to go somewhere soon, which is going to be a problem for me. I guess I do this. This is also a problem for me. Right, now I do this. That. I say that went okay. Little ugly, but we got decent units out of all of our buildings. Arrows and arrows get wrecked by swords. Swords get wrecked by axes. So that clears those out. And then the rest I want to be swords. So we go swords, pick up mortar swords, pick up mortar swords, take them out. Alright, we had a successful excursion with a river. In 12 for each connected river except the first 12. I mean, it's not the river building of my dreams. And I do have enough money to re-roll. And to re-roll. Oh, come on. I tried. I really did. Food or wood? Great question. Are we going to end up leaving plains behind? Perhaps. Perhaps we do. Trading fair or refill defenses? I'm going to go food. I'm going to take the big. And then we're going to refill defenses. We get to have max health against the wall. And we get to have room to unlock more buildings in the raider colony. As for upgrades, 3 per forest. Range 3. 300 wood, 350 wood. What units have they got? Forest into plains. Recruit for each adjacent military. Plains. And fields. Strategic pavilion. How many wood? 5 wood tiles. We give up plains this coming round. This is only going to get benefit from what the wood clearer clears. Excuse me, what the wood clearer clears. So let's do this. Play it a little differently than we normally would. Four, 8, 12, 16 beats the 15 minimum flow for the river castle, which is going to be crucial. We'll have to see how we go. It's going to be tough. Well, 4, 8, 12 immediately. Alright, I'm going to do... this. 12 for each adjacent military building. This also gets 12 for each adjacent military building. If I do this, I spread out where I can play my last river piece, which I don't dislike. In fact, I'm going to put that in here. The river castle can't come down to here or there. That's real unpleasant on reflection. Right, Hunting Lodge can go up here. River castle has to go here. I don't know if the connected river has to all be one piece. I don't think it does. You get 12. If I do that, I get more than 12. I get 24 minimum. This gets 2 as well and gives you nothing. Oh, you caught the tip of that as well. Amazing. Okay. It's going in there. I've really screwed up this river though. Oh, it's going to be like a T-piece, isn't it? Oh, I got so much woe right now. Turn each adjacent forest into a plain. Recruit 5 for each adjacent plain or field. Oh, biffed it. Did a biff. Where on earth is my last river piece? That's so cruel. Well, that can't fit in there anyway, so screw me, I guess. That would give you 5 more and get me basically nothing. Oh, it still gives you more stuff. Yeah, that was so hawked. Can we ever win here? I can't increase my number of swords, and they have a lot of arrows. I can turn all of their arrows into... I have a lot of axes, so what can I do with axes? Axes beat swords. I can go, your swords, you're now swords, you're now swords. All of the swords ram into axes, into more axes, into more axes, into swords, into archers, into the wall. Well, being at full health saved us. That's for sure. I guess I'm going with the castle. And then the rare, get rid of planes. It's going to be interesting for sure. So, everything has rivers. Some of them have a lot of rivers. 25% river, 35% river. I probably want the 35% river. Let's be real. Give me more choices. Right. What can we unlock? Castle. What can we upgrade? Training camp to 15. Right. Get that in. Nothing we can upgrade. 6 river tiles, 2 prisons, 45s. 2 for each. 6 tiles. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 at best. 48. Could do it, especially with a training camp. So, prisons next to river castle, if the river castle works. Fluvial guard hidden elsewhere. Hell, even if the Fluvial Guard sends to the prisons, the prison will still get wiped out. Alright, there is a bunch of our rivers. Let's do that. I'm not upset about that. Castle, noble, garrison 25. Right, I need to think about where I'm going to put my river castle if it's going to touch this prison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I put it here. It's just a regular old castle. It's their Fluvial Guard. Garrison 70 is just so colossal, you know? I'm going to wood clear down here because we're not going to get much forest kind of build up in this area right now, I think. And then... watchtower into their fluvial guard. Transform adjacent plain, forest, and river into wasteland. Right, I'm going to stick this here. That goes to 2 guys. I need my river, my castle, in here first if it's going to touch that guy. There's the river castle, finally. So if this river castle is going to be there, I can put this here. This can go there and just get some extra units. This goes in here. This is their other prison, which also touches my river castle. Then my river gets bigger. We take out both of the prisons this way. The hunting lodge gets training camped as well. Okay, just the 2 fluvial guards, 70 apiece on axes. Axes get wrecked by archers. 23 archers, 45 archers, 50, 66 archers, tons of archers, even more archers, the most archers. All those archers wreck these axes. But only because we did manage to wreck these 2 prisons. How much do I need this money for upgrades? A bit. But I want more river stuff or more forest stuff, and I don't want this that cuts down my forest into plains. You know? Like 7 archers for each mountain piece aligned with it. Here's the thing. At the end of this round, we have to get rid of either rivers, forests, or mountains. And I think we're just going to get rid of mountains. So I don't really want to invest that heavily into mountain stuff, you know? This is not bad for units. It's just bad for resources, which is the crux of the matter. When you explore a terrain square, you have a 20% chance to get double resources. Is like, I don't really want to lose the gold because I'd like to possibly have the option of increasing my health with the gold. Maybe a roadhouse, but again, it's not great. A second raider colony also doesn't feel great. Get some technology. Boost combat. Money, combining the same for 7. Archers, axes, Swords, sword, axes, axes, axes. So if we can combine all those axes together, we can get a lot of extra units out of that. Then up here, hostile skinny river, hostile big river. Oh, but we can't go big river into peaceful, really. So it's going to be to the right. It's going to be cheap gold. Attack of any kind. %extra. Before terraforming a tile gain 4. We don't really terraform basically anything now. Apart from like a little bit of wheat from gardening. Maybe some fields, but I don't see us fortified farming too much more. So I guess I'll take militia. And then we're going... Skinny River is very scary. Should be at least 4 tiles to get the river castle going. They too have a river castle. Wooden fortress, turn forest into plains. Merc camp, ranger base, connected forests. I can put all 4 rivers up front and center, ready to receive my river castle. That might be the strategic thing to do. And I'm not going to do that. So this is everything we've got. Set the roadhouse, but right now, what am I going to leave behind to take the roadhouse with me? Nothing. We get 4 whole points of extra health out of that. Oh boy. Without the ability to like cull out 2 prisons, I don't really know how to feel about this. Alright, that's my river castle right there. That's their river castle incoming. Do I ever do this? And then send more to the river castle in a minute? Don't know. It seems a bit early. Garrison 45. We could stick it down here, next to their river castle. Or we could stick it kind of there. And then just play our stuff into the left side of the board. Right, I'm going to do that. And then... this, that, this, that. Wooden fortress turned adjacent forests into plains. Well... I just puck this over here. I can actually river castle in here instead. Wooden fortress, adjacent forest into plains. You can hang out up there, out of the way. This is okay. Then watchtower. Recruit 7 for each connected forest piece. Right, this is going here. Feeding units to 1, 2, 3 buildings. Then the river castle could join that group. We would put more stuff around the watchtower. Then the raider colony wants to go in line with all of that as well, if I can. There's one other player building to come. I honestly can't... Oh, it's my forest one. Well, we can build a forest hunting lodge space up this side. If I do this, they get a bunch of those benefits, then he can go in there. Okay, decent number of units again. Swords, swords, arrows, arrows. Arrows get wrecked by our swords. They've got 90, so I need 60 swords. They've got 90 swords, which will get wrecked by 90 arrows. So our axes are actually the letdown here, even though... No, they're not. Our axes destroy their swords. So, 60, 90, 120, plus an extra 20 is 140. And then these swords take out those arrows. Let's have my swords take out these arrows. What's the best way to do this? It's a shame I can't combine all of their stuff into swords and all of my stuff into axes at the same time. But I can't. So I guess the other option would be, we've got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 120 axes. They've got 180 units. So if we make all of that into swords that will get destroyed by our axes, we can go arrows become swords, pick up more swords, pick up more swords, drive them into axes, into axes, into axes, into axes, into swords, finish on the arrows. That works. Not doing faith, not doing faith. That doesn't really help me. This doesn't really help me. Fluvial Guard. Yes. Right, hostile. Big River. What do they have? Mercenary Camp, Fluvial Guard, Outpost, Old Tower. Right, any upgrading to do? Probably not the Fortified Farm. Probably not the Hunting Lodge right now. Not the Roadhouse. Not the Garden. Right, well, none of that is great. So that's just 45. Keep that away from the river. Recruit 15 for each adjacent mountain piece. Recruit 10 for each mountain piece in range. We should probably take the Fluvial Guard in with us. That would be a great thing to do. What are we not taking in then? hunting lodge on a round that has 4 woods pieces seems fine. I mean, we could even consider not taking wood clearer fortified farm in, because the wood clearer is going to have 4 tiles possibly to clear, which is going to have fortified 10, garrison 10 here, and maybe get that. But then we also don't get the watchtower to have any benefit. So, like, how does that play into the number of things here? 7? Still 7. This garrison's 10, so it can stay, I guess. But if we're not going to cut stuff down, we're not going to get much in the way of watchtower. But I guess the more buildings we take, Fluvial Guard sends 8 to each building adjacent to the connected river. It doesn't have to be a combat building. So we should fill out our roster. So I guess we will do it that way after some reflection. We could get this to garrison 15, but it seems like a real expensive way to spend 350 wood for 5 units. Roadhouse is now not going on this trip. Alright. Let's go. Big ol' river. Now, I want to get as many of my buildings touching this river as I can. Hold that one for a minute. Right, so that is on for Fluvial Guard. Oh, this is a really ugly shaped piece, isn't it? Outpost. Recruit 15 for each adjacent mountain piece. Adjacent means not this. You are not going to do much, but you can get fluvial guarded if I put you down here, and that's a start. Old tower pieces in range. You can go in the gap, you'll fill the gaps. Why did you get more units? Oh, because they're both axe-type buildings. That's why. Nice. I think this up here is fine. Garrison, 45. Recruit for mountains in range, so you can go up there. Thanks. You will transform a couple of river pieces. I think that's okay. Fluvial Guard does not have to be next to the river. Send 8 to each adjacent... Send 8 to each building adjacent to the connected river. Okay, you do have to be connected. Glad we checked. I'm going to stick this over here. Then... stick this. Yeah, I'm just thinking about One of my things left is my training ground. I guess the training ground could go there and send stuff downwards. Yeah, okay, so we'll put this here. This here. There, Fluvial Guard. Can go just about anywhere. My guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. For that. Then this watchtower goes in there. And still gets 20 units. Drop down one, please. Thank you. Okay, we still have a good chunk of units. Axes, swords, axes, and swords. So their swords get wiped out by our axes. So we can combine axes 5 times for 35 extra units. They don't have archers for our swords to care about. We can go toe-to-toe with their swords. Our archers would like to take out their axes, but they're so small. There we go, 20, 32, 40, 70. We could do it. $32. Well, yeah, 32. 62. 20, 32, 40, 50, 70. 32, 40, 70. 70 archers. Takes out 90 axes. And then my axes pick up axes, which pick up swords that become axes. 72. It's close. I'm just going to do that and then finish there. Good. A bridge considered a river. Minimum flow 15. Collect 3 for each connected river. I mean, it's better than anything else I'm taking right now. Trading fair. We have 8 cards we can upgrade. I want some more stone, really. 140 gold or 230 wood. Do the wood. 230 wood for 306 stone. Then we can go to the keep. Probably upgrade River Castle. And can we upgrade Fluvial Guard as well? We can't. We can do that, but I don't know that I need 3 river tiles that badly. So, there's only 6 river tiles on this whole thing. It's terrifying. I guess, as much as the board is much bigger, most of the volume of that extra space is already taken up by the enemy. So it's not like there's lots of extra tiles to be brought into the game with you. There are 5 of those. There's no plains. That could be 15 axes on a hunting lodge. It's like, yeah, sure, I guess. We're not going to wood clear. We're not going to fortified farm. We could hunting lodge, bridge. But if we're not cutting down wood, we don't watchtower. And I just don't feel like that works out as well as this does overall in aggregate. Let's turn 3 random adjacent planes into fields. Well, we don't have adjacent planes. So really I should just sell this. 50 gold? Well, we do make planes out of the castle that's noble, so maybe we just hold on to it if we don't need that 50 gold so specifically to upgrade something else, aka erudition. If we could get a little extra wheat, we might be okay. But we could yeah, if we can get that to 12, that would be nice. Where am I getting more wheat from? Not there. We can get 350 wheat and 50 gold if we stop committing to clearing wood. That would let us upgrade Fluvial Guard and send 12 instead of cutting down wood. At which point we'd probably just sell Watchtower as well. But I want more. This is a really good building to put next to the river for Fluvial Guard and for the training camp. Also, it gets rid of most of my ability to gain wood, which is a scary prospect. So, on reflection, this is worth 3 swords and 8 axes if it's connected to the river castle. This is worth 10 farm. Maybe this? I don't know if this counts as a building when it says considered as a river. I won't know unless I have to, I guess. Alright, I don't love my decisions here, but we can't just sit and stare at the menu forever. I could go up the side, or I could try and build around this. I don't think I can rotate that down into that gap, can I? I can. I'll do that then. This is now touching the river. I would like this to touch the river, but this is also where I kind of want to put my river castle. You could go there. There's the bridge. Alright, well that's there now. The wood is not, the stone rather, is not wrecked by this. I cannot get that to pivot down there, and I'm mad about it. That did count as a building. Damn. It's a regular castle. Training camp, I think, has to go here. River castle goes there. I want to get this to touch the river, which I could do with that. Swings and roundabouts on that one. No, I can't get more river onto this river castle for the life of me. These pieces do not fit. How did we do for units? Right. Axes, touch axes, touch axes, touch axes. Pick up the other two. With 12 health, I'm not hopeful. Even if we were at full health, we weren't going to make it. This duchy is tough, man. Damn. Right, well. A solid attempt, but just getting all the pieces to be in the right places, not only on the board with the Tetris pieces, but in the back end for the units and the synergies and all the rest of it, is a tough old time for now. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.